I want you to know the fourth grade students have worked really hard to write, they did write this, and produce the play you are about to watch. They stayed after school to work on writing the play and make props. I helped out a little with some history and with some dialogue, but they did most of it themselves. They did a lot of research. The students who helped us get our green flag are in the 7th and 8th grade now, and this group of students is doing a great job carrying the torch and knowing what it means to be a green school. We wrote this play before Christmas, and we've only been able to practice one day a week for like an hour since Christmas, and we've managed to put this play together in that time. They've done a really amazing job. A special thank you to Mrs. Morris, the music teacher, for all of her help with the music. Mrs. Salinas for her help with the props and the PowerPoint. And Mrs. Caroselli for We are lucky we have some special visitors today. Sarah Ivy, is she here yet? Sarah Ivy and Les Pace from Oklahoma Green Schools who come to watch our program. Mr. Pace actually awarded us our green flag several years ago. Okay? We were the first green school in Union. Okay? Well, hopefully he will be here. A couple of notes. Darius Black has stepped up for Preston Candelaria, who's not here, so he's going to use his script and fill in. We really appreciate him doing that on absolutely no notice. And there's a short time in the middle where we have a little bit of a scene change, so please be very patient with us. Boys and girls, it's hard to get up in front of a bunch of people and talk loud enough. I'm good at it because I'm pretty loud. Some of the fourth graders, they're going to really need your cooperation and need you to be quiet and still so that you can hear their production. Grant tells me I have to tell you it's a Harding production. And I have to do this. Are you ready? What does it mean to be green? Lights, camera, and action.
We heard Peters was a green school, but it didn't look green to us. Miss Salinas let us use some green paint.
This is going to take a long time, though. We're going to paint the whole school.
Man, being a green school is a lot of work.
Well, you're right that being a green school is a lot of work, but being a green school is not about the color of the school. It is how we reduce the impact on our earth and our environment. So, what does Peters do that is different from other schools?
Yeah, why is Peters a green school?
How long have you been a green school?
Those are good questions. Let's ask and see what we find out. Hey, Monica and Victoria. These girls are new to the school, and they are interested to know what a green school means and how Peters became a green school.
Sure, I'd love to help. Both my older sisters helped Peters become a green school. One helped cut down energy use, and the other was in the first recycling club.
What are you doing now?
I'm checking on a few of the new trees. This is Redbud. He's a redbud tree. The third grade has been doing a great job watering the trees, but someone has messed up the stakes. We need to get this fixed. The union groundskeepers have been amazing. They've dug the holes and staked the trees.
How many trees have you planted?
Since we started our green school process, we have planted over 30 trees. Less than 1% of our school grounds were covered with tree canopy. Hopefully, when these grow, it'll be much more.
So planting trees is all we have to do to become a green school?
No, it's just one of the ways we've improved our school. Did you see that masked man?
What in the world? He does look strangely familiar. Did you see a flash of green run through here?
Yeah, he went that way.
So anyway, what is the big deal with trees?
I can't believe you just asked that. Even I know that trees provide oxygen and help clean water and air.
They also make good homes for wildlife. Maybe we'll start seeing more birds, squirrels, and other creatures. Trees help the environment in so many ways. They provide shade for the building and reduce energy costs. Using less energy is great for the environment and the pocketbook.
Trees help filter pollutants out of the air. I read that 1 acre of trees can provide oxygen for 18 people for a whole year. They actually save water by shading the ground and keeping the water from evaporating so quickly.
I can see why you're working to take such good care of these trees. Is it true that some kids come up in the summer to water them? We sure do. It's a lot of work. Would you like to help?
We would love to.
If I were a tree, in the middle of the woods, with the sun and the rain, I'd feel real good. I'd make some shade, to cool my friends. I'd grow buds and seeds and leaves on my branches. Let the birds and the squirrels make homes. And chances are good that I'd be happy right to the end. Save some trees for me, Mr. Save some trees for when we grow up. If I were a tree, in the middle of the woods, with the sun and the rain, I'd feel real good. I'd make some shade, to cool my friends. I'd grow buds and seeds and leaves on my branches. Let the birds and squirrels make homes. And chances are good that I'd be happy right to the end. Save some trees for me. Save some trees for when we grow up.
I'm gonna water this tree right now with my bottle of water.
Wait, stop! What in the world do you think you're doing?
I was just going to water the tree.
Drinking bottled water is not a great environmental choice, but pouring it on a tree is absurd.
I drink bottled water. What's wrong with that? It's so convenient, and I like the way it tastes.
Most bottled water is just tap water poured into a bottle. People think it's higher quality and better tasting, but that's not necessarily true. It would cost about $49 a year to drink tap water. For the same amount of bottled water would cost about $1,400 a year. It's crazy expensive.
Not to mention that in the United States, we use about 17 million barrels of oil a year to create the bottles for all that water. That much oil could power 1.3 million cars for a year.
Americans drank 50 million bottles of water last year and only recycled 23% of them.
Yes, it is best not to use them, but if you do use them, be sure to recycle them. You can throw them in your classroom recycle bin or in the one in the cafeteria.
I guess there's no reason not to recycle at Peter's.
Hey, wait, come back here!
Look, I think that is a part of the recycling team. Let's see what they're up to.
Where are they taking those buckets?
That is the classroom and cafeteria recycling. Fifth graders volunteered to take it out to the bin.
Why do kids do it?
That is a good question. Let's ask them.
Why are you guys taking out all the recycling?
Because if we don't do it, it doesn't get done.
Do you carry out the trash too?
No, just the recycling. It would all go in the trash if we didn't carry it out to the bin.
We carry out plastic, steel, cardboard, and paper.
What about this glass bottle?
No, but you can take that to the Broken Arrow Recycle Center.
Peters won the Oklahoma Recycles Award for the good job we do recycling.
I'm going to see how much you recycle. Wow, that's a lot.
Do you want to know what's even more amazing?
What?
Every year, more than 4 million tons of office paper is thrown in the trash instead of recycled. That's enough to build a 12-foot wall of paper from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean.
Now that's absurd. I'm starting to see what it means to be green school. It doesn't matter about the color of our school, but the way we take care of our school and our environment.
I am new here, too, and I have heard that you do a great job recycling at Peters. Fifth graders Kennedy Salinas, Janaea Moore, Beth Meyer, Warren Him, and Grayson Tippis are going to share a little bit about the history of recycling at Peters.
Peters has been recycling since before the year 2000. We have continuously improved the way we recycle. We are proud of the job we do recycling up here and can't wait to tell you about our recycling program. In the late 1990s, we weren't around, but our teacher said we used to get paid for the amount of paper we recycle each month. Each month, one of the fourth grade classes collected and emptied the cardboard boxes of recycling. Our school used to get paid for the amount of paper we recycle each month.
We received our green school flag at the end of the 2012 to 2013 school year, but that wasn't the end of our mission to make our school a greener place. 2 years ago, fourth graders began to investigate how we could recycle more at Peters. At the time, we were only recycling paper. We learned it would cost money to recycle more materials such as plastic, cardboard, and metal. Our cafeteria staff was so dedicated to recycling that they took the cardboard from the school cafeteria home after school to recycle. Fourth graders from the after-school program and others who volunteered to stay after school began a recycling program. Twice a month, they collected all the paper from the school, weighed it, and dumped it into the recycle bins. Originally, we used an old doctor's scale, but thanks to a grant from the Union Foundation, we now use a digital postal scale. 2 years ago, we began tracking the amount we recycle each month.
Mrs. Salinas, our art teacher, found a way to recycle dried out markers. Fourth graders delivered a marker recycle bucket to each classroom. At the end of each year, we collect all the markers and ship them to Crayola. 2 years ago, we shipped about 30 pounds to Crayola. Last year, we shipped about 60. Then the recycle fairy came to Peters. Last fall, Mr. Murph bought out Paper Retriever, and they were suddenly able to recycle many more materials at no cost. Once we learned we could recycle plastic, metal, and cardboard, fifth graders volunteered during lunch to transport the cafeteria recyclables to the bin each day. Because we recycled so much, we needed bigger, more waterproof bins. Thanks to a grant from the DEQ, we were able to purchase new bins and labeling materials. Recycling Club worked many hours after school to label and deliver the bins. They also educated students and teachers about the new materials Peters can now recycle.
With our DEQ grant, we were able to purchase large containers with wheels to help us transport recyclables to the bins. Because we track all of our progress on Excel, we know that we are recycling more and more each month. At the beginning of last year in a 2-week period, we recycled 100 pounds. We increased that amount to 250 pounds in April. That is in addition to the cafeteria recycling and aluminum cans in the front lobby. This year, we have tried to involve more kids in our recycling program. Each grade level has an assigned day of the week to bring their recyclables to the cafeteria. This increases the amount we recycle, the bins are not so heavy, and we no longer have to stay after school to recycle. Since we are emptying the bins every week, each class every day, we almost double the amount we recycle each month. At the end of last year in a 2-week period, we recycled 250 pounds. The week we returned to Peters this year, we recycled 400 pounds, and since then have recycled 200 pounds each month.
Fifth graders carry out not only the recyclables from the classroom, but also the recyclables from the cafeteria, the lunchroom, and the office. Because it is difficult to weigh the materials left on the loading dock, students are compiling an average and applying math skills to weigh the materials left on the loading dock.
Sadly, we are no longer being paid for recycling and have to pay for our recycle bins. Most of the schools in our district were cut to 1 bin, but we got to keep 2 because of the volume of material we recycle. We always encourage people in the neighborhood to use our bins, but now we have to factor in the cost. Our bins are overflowing every week. We are finally able to add a 3rd recycling bin. Students in our school are developing the habit of recycling at home, as evidenced by our latest school-wide poll. Close to half of the students recycle at home. We hope to improve that number significantly. When students from our school travel to other schools for special activities, we promote recycling. We have worked to educate other schools about the new materials that can be recycled. Our school has been recycling for a very long time, and it is our school goal to make recycling an everyday thing. It would also be great to see other schools recycle as much as we do. Recycling is very important to our earth, and I am very proud of my school and the job we do recycling.
Because of the great job Peters has done recycling, someone is here to present a special award to our school. This is Graham Brandon from the Tulsa Metropolitan Environmental Trust.
Hello, everybody. Some people call me Green Graham, and I think that's great because I like to be green like you all are. So I think you all are Green Peters. How's that sound? I wanted you all to know that you all are famous around this part of Oklahoma. People know who you guys are because of all the good work you do. So I'm just really happy to be here, and I know that you all of you all know, that recycling is important to do, right? You know that it's important for our planet. And that's something that we all want to take care of. And you all are being leaders in this community to do that good work. So I want to congratulate everybody here. And I also have an award to give out for the great leaders that you have in your school and the efforts you've made in your efforts with recycling. And this is an award that goes out from the Metropolitan Environmental Trust, the Met, and it goes out to Peters Elementary Green Team. Again, I just want to say congratulations to the entire school and especially to the Peters Elementary Green Team, the award winners for the American Recycles Day Green School. Way to go, guys.
faucet is running.
There are no recycle bins.
This does not look like a green school. Look at the date on the calendar. It says 2011. We didn't get our green flag until after that. We must have traveled back in time in the Phantom 360. I knew Caden and Grant were working on that, but I never knew they perfected it.
Well, let's hope they have perfected it and they know how to get us back to 2016.
Oh, look, class, we have new students. Welcome, boys and girls.
We might not be able to stay long, but I had a few questions. I couldn't help but notice that you had a lot of appliances turned on. Don't you turn them off when you're not using them?
I've been reading about energy use. Our school could save a lot of money by turning them off when they're not being used.
That sounds like a good idea. We aren't using any of these right now. Could we turn them off, Mr. Crown?
Good idea.
That kids are using paper. Stop, what's happening?
You're not using it.
Sometimes people still forget that just the other day, my teacher wrote an energy ticket. I felt bad because I was the last one out the room and I didn't turn off the lights.
It takes everyone to be in green school, and I expect you won't make that mistake again.
So reminding people to save energy is another way we can help Peter stay green.
We can also remind people to use less stuff. We could use both sides of our paper before recycling them. We can peel and melt our crayons instead of just throwing them away. We could tell people to use reusable water bottles instead of disposable ones.
You know what would be really green? If teachers quit assigning homework. Think of all the paper it would save.
Creatures in the surrounding soil that live around it. So why use batteries at all? Why use batteries? The world runs on batteries. People just need to dispose of them more responsibly. That's why I came here to Peters. I heard you guys won the recycling award, and I thought you guys might know where I could recycle batteries. Well, I do know that. You can take them to the Met in Broken Arrow, but we also collect them at Peters. There's a bucket in the art room and one in the carting room. If you can't take them to the Met, we can do it for you.
That's awesome. Did you hear that? We can recycle batteries at Peters. Can I bring in my old phone batteries?
I'm afraid not. They have lithium batteries. We can only recycle alkaline batteries. You know, A batteries and C batteries and D batteries. Hey, how come there aren't any B batteries? Well, I think it is awesome that you guys recycle batteries here at Peters. You guys deserve the recycling award. I'm gonna go and spread the amazing job you do here recycling. It's about lunchtime. We should wash our hands and head to the cafeteria.
Hey, you should turn off the water.
But I'm just getting soap.
You are wasting water though. When you wash your hands at school or home, turn off the water when you get soap. Turn on the water, rinse your hands, turn off the water so that you can get soap. Scrub your hands really well, then turn on the water to rinse off the soap. Don't forget to turn off the water when you are done.
I'll bet that'll save gallons of water. Do you have any more water saving tips?
I do. You can save water at home too. You shut off the water while you brush your teeth. Use a cup instead. You can save 4 gallons of water by doing this. And take short showers instead of filling the tub for a bath. It takes twice as much water to take a bath.
And please don't use the toilet as a trash can. It can take 5 whole gallons of water to flush the toilet. It is such a waste of water to flush something small like a tissue or a bug. Throw the tissues in the trash and take the bugs outside so they can be free.
Thank you for telling me this. I'll practice all these water saving tips.
But before you do, you might want to finish washing your hands.
Water is a precious resource. We do not want to waste it. It takes a lot of energy to produce all that clean water we get out of the tap. We are lucky to have such great water.